Hey y'all, I want to tell y'all this vision that I had. I had it like early this morning and I was like, ooh, I want to do a video on that. So I'm going to tell y'all about this vision. And hi, if you're new to this channel, I'm Blossom. And here we talk about all things healing, growth, spirituality, and manifesting money. If that sounds like your vibe, subscribe, join the tribe. So anyway, this morning, when I woke up, or as I was still in a different level of sleep, I don't know if it's delta or theta or or which like level of sleep I was in, but I was having this vision because currently right now, January 2023, I feel like I am approaching the end of my dark night of the soul. So I feel like I've been having this dark night of the soul experience since maybe August of last year. So basically what the dark night of the soul experience is the death of your old self or your ego or who you were built up to be based on the way your parents raised you, all the traumas that you went through, all of what society told you were supposed to be, and blah, 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 blah. I feel like I've been going through the that process of like that death, that dying of who I thought I needed to be, who I turned out to be as a result of my childhood traumas, just the default on who I came out to be as a result of what society told me or the impression that I got from society and stuff like that. So that started in August and now it's January of 2023. And I really feel like I'm coming to the end of my dark night of the soul. And I had this beautiful vision that I want to share with you and anybody who's going through their spiritual awakening and anybody that's, going through their dark night of the soul. And it's really dark. Like, this is a very specific experience. So everybody is not going through this. Everybody is not going to experience this. And this is a very niche down experience. This is a very only a select few of us are going to have this type of experience because not everybody is going to be chosen to awaken. Not everybody is going to have the spiritual awakening. Now, a lot of people will have a natural awakening. And I want to do a totally separate video on like the different awakenings, because I believe that there's like 3 or 4, maybe even like 5 or 6 different awakenings, but there's really 2 major awakenings that I want to talk about, and that's the natural awakening here in the 3D, in the physical, and there's the spiritual awakening, which is completely different, and that's what I'm referring to when I'm talking about the dark night of the soul. I'm referring to my spiritual awakening, which I had last year in June. So anyway, the vision was that I am a huge tree and it is raining. I'm the tree, right? So I'm the tree and it's raining. It's kind of like thundering, not thundering, but it's dark. It's dark. It's dark because I'm having my dark night of the soul, right? It's dark and it's raining and I'm this big, huge, beautiful tree. But on the tree, there are so many like old leaves that are ready to fall off and die off on the tree. So the rain that's coming is making those leaves fall and hit the ground. So when the rain leaves, like when the rain is over, it's raining for a while and it's dark, and when the rain is over, most of those old leaves that were ready to fall to the ground and were ready to, that the tree was ready to shed are gone. And now the sun is shining and the rainbows come out and the clear blue skies come out and the tree is green and luscious and flourishing and prospering and growing better than ever because now it has shed the old weight. So now it has shed the old, the old things that the tree was ready to get rid of. And that's how I feel like my life is going right now. And I feel like I'm towards the end of this experience, but this is a very, very deep and dark experience, and you just can't explain it to people. Like, unless you're going through it, it's kind of hard for people to explain it, for you to fully get the grasp of what can be happening in somebody's life when they're going through this, because it is actually so deep and so dark. And I feel like personally for me, not only am I having the spiritual awakening that some select few of us are having, but I'm also having the natural awakening at the same time, which I don't know if that's happening to a lot of people. Like, I really feel like I'm having a very niche down experience here. Because I feel like everything is hitting me at once. So briefly, let me touch on the natural awakening. So the natural awakening is when you awaken to the fact that you only speak English because your parents taught you English. It's when you awaken to the fact that you only act the way you do because of your childhood trauma. It's when you wake up to the fact that you only do the things you do because of the way the people around you acted, because of what society pushed on you, because of what your family pushed on you, because of what your friends made you do, because of the influences that you took on as a child, and then you grew up into an adult. So that's the natural awakening. When you wake, most people are never going to wake up to that fact. Most people are just going to go through their life and just accept who they are and just accept their circumstances and think that they can't change it, and think that you know, just because I speak English, that's the language I'm going to speak for my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Most people are never going to wake up to the fact that, you know, you can actually choose a different life path than the one that was set out for you when you were a child. So that's the natural awakening. I'll make another video on that. And then the spiritual awakening is when you wake up to the fact that you're in a physical body, but there's a voice in your head talking all the time that you have cognition, you're conscious, and that you are energy, and there are billions and billions and billions and billions of planets, and something is happening here. Okay, something is happening here that's way deeper than any of us can comprehend, and none of us actually know what is going on here. So that's like the spiritual awakening. So those are like the two major awakenings that would be good for somebody to have, or those are the two major awakenings that I'm going through right now. And it's crucial that you have that first natural awakening. You need to wake up to the fact that, you know, you've been influenced. You've been programmed by TV, by music, by radio, by your family, by your friends, by your environment that you grew up in, the country that you grew up in, the customs and stuff like that. And that molded and shaped you into the person you are today. And now, when you wake up to that fact, it's like, do I want to be like this? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? Oh, this is, you might have grew up, this is on a different topic, but still related. You might have grew up with a poverty mindset where you think one way about money and you think one way about wealth. And that is just what your parents and the people that were around you taught you to think about money. And so you can actually switch that around and have an abundance mindset, okay? But that's going to take reprogramming. So now with the awakenings, not only do you have to shed all the old that was put onto you, but then you have to reprogram yourself into what you now want to be true for you, because everything that's coming up in your physical experience is because of your deeply, deeply, deeply ingrained beliefs, which we're going to call limiting beliefs in this instance or example, because money is abundant and there are no limits. Because literally there's billions of planets, and in the observable universe, we don't even know how big this thing really is. Nobody knows what's going on. So there's no limit on money, and money is literally growing on trees. It's made out of paper, and we made it all up. Okay, so money is energy. Anyway, off topic, but that was my vision that I wanted to share for anybody, and I kind of wanted to share it because it was inspirational to me, because it was basically letting me know this is a temporary experience that you're going through. And when the rain stops, okay, when this dark night is over, of which you've been going through for some months now, and I feel like I've been doing real good, because not only am I awoke to the natural, I'm awoke to the spiritual. So I'm like viewing my dark night of the soul a little bit differently, because I feel like I have a different perspective. I have a wide view. I have a wide perspective on it. So when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I know for a fact that I'm only going through these experiences because now I'm reprogramming myself about money, about my life, about what I want for my kids and my marriage, and just any and every little thing. Now I know there's gonna be a series of events that happen to me to get me to the thing that I placed in my desires, and I'm shedding my old self. And this, I also cut my hair, you guys. I absolutely love it. I think it's so cute. This is exactly almost to T. Okay, got me a little flip back there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but anyway. This is almost exactly how I picture my higher self. This is almost exactly how I pictured her, you know. And I feel like I'm okay, so I'm Blossom, right? This is about to sound crazy. I'm not just myself. So I'm like 4 different people operating in one body, and that's kind of gonna sound a little off to some people, but I am. So I'm my inner child, and then I'm my adolescent self, and then I'm myself from a few years ago, and I am myself from right now, which I feel like I'm really truly stepping into the very early stages of my higher self perspective. You know, now I'm coming into the embodiment. And this haircut was a little bit of the quantum leap that I made when I was like, you know, I'm ready to transition. Like, I'm ready to stop going through all the stuff that I've been going through. I'm ready to be done with my dark night of the soul. I'm ready to be done with my limited beliefs. I'm ready to step into abundance and overflow and joy and love and peace and happiness, of which I've been experiencing burst of this, like, I call it bliss. I call it bliss and happiness because it's like a feeling that I've never felt before that has been independent of other factors. Now, maybe I've been super happy around my nieces, or somebody done something that made me super happy. But for me to be super happy, and there's like no outside factor, I've never experienced this feeling. And I only started experiencing that feeling when I started doing inner work, when I started healing my childhood trauma, of which I have a lot of childhood trauma. And I also just found out that I have a whole host of mental health, undiagnosed mental health issues that, like, I should be on medicine. Like, I should like have been diagnosed a long time ago, especially for like one of them, which is ADHD. Like, I'm 99% positive that I have ADHD undiagnosed. And it's okay, because as I'm doing my inner work and healing my inner child, I'm doing things that are helping me with the ADHD a little bit. But now that I just found out that I'm almost positive that I have it, I'm going to start really researching and trying to do natural things to figure out how do I get over this? Because the mental health issue aspect is my brain chemistry is not like the brain chemistry of adults who were not traumatized in their childhood in the ways that I was. So my brain chemistry is different, so I just operate differently, and that's okay, because I'm gonna work through it. And I don't want to take medication, and I don't think I care about an official diagnosis from a medical professional, because I'm 99% sure, because I'll go into that in another video. But anyway, I wanted to share with y'all that vision of, like, that I had early this morning. I wanted to make a video and just post it and say hello, happy new year to you guys. Oh my goodness. It's the new year. It's a new year. So much has, you guys, I moved. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to share that vision with you and just inspire you that if you're going through a rough time in your life, if you're having a dark night of the soul, or if you're not having a dark night of the soul and you're just going through a rough time in your life, the rain does subside, okay? The rain does, in fact, subside. And when it does, the sun comes out again, the skies clear up again. It's a cycle, okay? So learn what you have to learn. Also, learn whatever the rain is trying to teach you. Learn those lessons, and whatever the old leaves that are trying to be let go, let those things go. Let people go. Let places go. Let habits go. Let different types of experiences and the different types of things that you do go, and the rituals that you have. Let stuff go, and then step into the newness and step into your higher self. Step into your inner God. Grow, develop, heal. Okay, we have to do this for elevation. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I want to make a video, say Happy New Year. Hit me up on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, follow me at Planted Seeds Manifest. I will see y'all in the next video. You're more than enough. You're more than enough for literally anything. Whatever dream you even have in your mind is probably too small for what you can actually do. Okay, so you're more than enough. Do your inner work. Heal your childhood trauma. Heal your inner child. How do you do that? Research. Just start researching about it. Ask me any questions you want in the comments, because I'm going to be putting out videos. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.